Hello and welcome back to our channel. I'm Colleen and this is Our Blessed Life. We have a busy day today. Today is Tuesday, November 3rd, Election Day. So Gary and I might be the only people in Hilton Head that didn't vote early. So we're gonna go vote today.
Love changes every heart, and any heart can change.
And our hope is that all those people that voted early, we tried to vote early I probably tried about 4 times, and both times the line was at least a 2-hour wait. So I'm thinking that hopefully since all those people voted early, maybe today at our actual polling location, it'll be okay. All right, so I am making a quick breakfast of waffles and bacon, and then Gary and I are gonna go ahead and go try to vote. It is almost 9 o'clock right now. I've got the girls getting started with school. Katie is getting ready to read Bible. I still got a little bit of a mess over here with painting stuff, but I did finish painting all the bathrooms yesterday, so that was nice. We can go ahead and be putting some of that up now. Katie's gonna read Bible. I'm gonna show you what I've got set up for school while we're gone. Katie's gonna stay with Sophie, and I've got 3 of Sophie's books ready. She's just gonna do the review portions of these books. So she's got her handwriting, her reading, and her math, but she's only gonna do the review portion that she can do by herself. And she is going to be working with Katie in Katie's room. And I moved our little portable desk in here so that she can sit right beside her sister, and she's pretty excited about that.
I got it.
You got your crayon box too?
Yeah, for school.
You're all set. You're all
later.
Yep, you're all set. All right, so now we're just gonna try to get everything done so we can go ahead and go vote and get this over with. I think a lot of the country is dealing with anxiety right now over this election, and I at least just want to get the voting done and move on. And we do know that no matter what happens, God's still in control and can use whatever happens for his purposes. So
if a man steals an ox or a sheep and slaughters it or sells it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep.
friends, we'd love to pray for you. If we can pray for you, let us know in the comments below.
Tomorrow, closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in a rush. Leaves are falling down, but at least they grow back. While I'm on a one-way track. Now I know
I'm using my Swing State coffee mug this morning. You eating your waffle? You don't want any syrup?
No, instead I want chocolate waffle and chocolate pancake.
What state are you representing?
Our very own.
South Carolina. How about Dad?
You know it.
Washington, D.C. Okay, so you're a blue state. Katie's maybe a red state.
Yeah, well, the cup's red, so.
And
South Carolina's red.
I am a green state or yellow state or whatever swing states are. So basically in our kitchen right now, it's a tie. We're waiting to see what Pennsylvania will do. So it's pretty cool outside today. It's in the low 50s in Hilton Head, so I'm hoping that the line won't be too bad. We'll probably be standing outside in the cold. This is as cold as it's been since we've been here. That was pretty crazy. I don't think we were in there more than, Gary's still in there, but he's submitting his ballot. I don't think we were in there more than 5 minutes. Everybody must have voted early. It was not really a wait because you talked to a guy at the door, talked to a person just inside, and they went ahead and like I went right up to the desk with no line to show my ID and my registration card, and then I immediately went to vote. Like every single voting box or whatever they're called was open, and it was a different way to vote than what I've ever seen. We actually had to scan, we had to like slide this card in, and when we got done voting, it literally printed out the ballot, like who I voted for, and then you went to another machine and fed it through there and it was actually counting it right then, which that is not the way we voted in Lexington. We had to actually press buttons, and it was more electronic, so that was kind of interesting. But and the guy said it's actually counting votes right now. Like, it's literally every time somebody puts it in, it's already counting the votes. But we definitely did the right thing waiting. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I've been telling Colleen for weeks, because we've tried going and getting in line to vote early, what, 3 times? And you have more
I've
than
probably
that.
done it at least 4 times myself with the girls.
And the lines were always extremely long and like wrapping around the building and stuff like that. And I told Colleen, I said, I've never seen so many people vote early. I feel like it's going to be a quick process if we just wait until election day to do it. And sure enough, I mean, that was crazy. I actually told the lady,
it looked like an off-year election.
I said, I need a line. I'm really disappointed. I need a line. You know, there was no lines to be had anywhere.
It was as if we were voting on an off year, like with nobody contesting the primary candidate for governor or something. It's very weird, but yeah. So that was amazing. Like, that was the quickest I've ever voted for anything ever. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess probably part of it is the fact that we are in Hilton Head, and they are very, very COVID conscious down here, because, you know, there's a lot of retired people and older people who are still really, really fearful of COVID, and taking a lot of measures that other people in the country aren't taking. So maybe they're being more wise. I guess you could argue that point, but the bottom line is they didn't want to be in a big crowd, so they voted early. I guess you could probably argue, though, that by voting early, they were in the crowd, because we really, I mean, honestly, even with all the poll workers, and there were more poll workers in there than people voting. I don't think there was even 15 people in the whole building.
Mm-mm.
And that probably 10 of them, maybe even 11, were poll workers affiliated with voting in some way. Did Baby Shark vote?
Yeah.
He did. Let me see a sticker.
Baby shark.
So next I worked with Sophie one-on-one to finish up her school that she wasn't able to get done while we were gone voting, because we really weren't gone very long. And then she had speech therapy after that.
I'm out of breath. You whisper gently to the silent.
Katie finished her math practice test. Now she's working on chemistry. Yep. Katie's going to show you some of her notes, because a few of y'all had asked to see how she makes notes. Alright, so see, this is how she takes notes. I hope you can see this on camera. She does like highlighting in different colors. Turn a page on that. She does like cursive on some. Anyway, that's how she does her notes. She does a lot of definitions in chemistry. You do this mostly for chemistry, right? The fancy notes?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's just a...
Sometimes math, but
Yeah.
it's mainly, this is the main subject where I take notes, so.
So right now you're on Romeo and Juliet in language arts. We still haven't started The Good and the Beautiful Year 3 yet. We're getting through these other novels, or most of the other novels that we have for the year. Sophie finished her school day. She's playing in her room. Yeah.
And then just vote.
You got speech therapy and OT in a minute, don't you?
Okay today?
Uh-huh. I think you have OT first. Alright, so Katie and I ran to Publix, and here's a little grocery haul. We got some of the Olive Garden Italian dressing. We were surprised to actually find the Starbucks iced coffee. We got 2 of those. We had not been able to find any of those for the longest time. And then I got some rotini pasta, paper plates, because we had used all those before we moved, some aluminum foil, and then a chuck roast. And then I found some chicken gravy packets, a half gallon of milk, and then we got some butter and cream cheese, some seasoned salt, and some panko breadcrumbs, some chocolate chips, some strawberries, some sushi and dumplings for lunch, and then a bag of broccoli. All right, it is the next day. We do not know who won the election, but we do know that Sophie and I have a dentist appointment at a new dentist in Hilton Head. that was recommended by our old dentist. Neither one of us have been to the dentist since right before COVID, like the shutdowns related to COVID in March. So we're kind of all late. So Gary and Katie are going tomorrow. Sophie and I are going today. So we'll see how that goes. I've actually been having a little bit of tooth pain on a tooth where I actually have a previous cavity. So a little nervous about that. Sophie's pretty nervous about going to the dentist because she does not like the dentist and she doesn't like new, like doctor type people.
I want you to go.
So we're gonna go at the same time, and I'm gonna let her sit in with me while I go, and then let them count her teeth and brush her teeth.
And go out.
And then we go home. That's right. You're gonna be a big girl, aren't you,
If
Sophie?
I do that, Bella might put something on me when I don't get to if I go on my foot. And then out.
Yep. Then we leave. That's all we do.
I will tell Daddy all about it when he gets back.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell Daddy all about it.
You can tell him he doesn't need to be scared. There's nothing to it, right?
Yeah, I'm going to tell Daddy all about it.
So one of the hardest things about getting like new medical or like dental, you know, doctors or whatever, with Sophie is just for them to understand like her genetic condition and that she's kind of operating at a different age level than her chronological age. So that's one of the things that always kind of makes it harder. So I'm hoping that that's going to go well. I have not moved her pediatrician, or Katie and Sophie have the same pediatrician, and I actually just scheduled well visits for both of them, but we are going to actually go to the same pediatrician that we have just loved forever since since before Katie was born. And I don't have any intention of moving them unless they just flat out refuse to see us because we're not in Lexington anymore or something like that. So I'm not really sure how that's going to go, but as little as they have to see the pediatrician at this point, my intention is just to drive up there a couple times a year if we need to. If we need like sick visits, we can obviously go somewhere here, but for their normal stuff, I would greatly prefer to keep the pediatrician that I trust and that manages Sophie's therapies and all of her like specialists and things like that. She's kind of the driver for that. It used to be that all that went through MUSC, but she is not seeing the International Adoption Clinic like annually at this point. It's gone to like every 2 years, I believe, and so we'll have to see how that goes. But I've scheduled their visits in December. I had to cancel our appointment for Sophie at the dentist in March because a lot of the dentists had gone to the policy of like not allowing parents to go back with children, and Sophie's not capable of that, so I wasn't able to kind of proceed with her appointment. I just told them we just have to wait until some of these policies, you know, don't exist anymore, because she wouldn't be able to participate and do what needs to be done. I mean, sometimes even I have to help her hold her head still, not because she's fighting them, just because she can't do it.
I just wanna love you right.
Hey guys, this is Colleen from the future. I was editing this video and realized that I never really summarized how it went with Sophie at the dentist. You saw that last clip of her in the chair. She actually did great. It's the best she's ever done. I didn't have to help her hold her head still or anything else. I actually sat across the room from her and she did amazing. So I was really, really proud of her. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
I'm gonna love someone.